go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we are live on TikTok. All right, guys, penny stock billionaires. We are breaking out on the charts. ADN absolutely exploding. We are absolutely exploding, guys. ADN, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Where are we? Where are we? We are at 373. Let me flip the camera. Let me flip the camera so we can see the charts for the TikTokers. We got a cup and handle formation breakout. This thing we're busting out today, guys. We're going to $5 today at the close. I mean, not guaranteed, but that's what it looks like. Please, that's right. Please click that hearts button, the share button, so we can get more eyes on the stock and we can go to the moon. You want to go to the moon? Fly me to the moon. We're at 368. This thing is about to go absolutely parabolic. Absolutely parabolic. Absolutely parabolic. Here we go. Let me pull up this chart. We have 90 minutes to the closing bell, and the chart looks absolutely amazing. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. I'm going to flip it out again here. Flip it out for the TikTok. Flip it for the TikTok. You guys see this? You know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is a cup and handle formation. This is a massive breakout. This thing is about to go literally to the moon. ADN to the moon. Hang on a second. Let me just draw something on the chart. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to go back to the camera in just 1 second. I'm just going to write down the symbol here so people can see. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. ADN is what we are talking about. ADN, today's hottest stock on the market right now. ADN, ready to go to the moon. Ready to go to the moon. Hang on a second. Let me just get this set up. We are in moon mode. There we go. Looking fresh. There we go. I just got a haircut. It's hard to make time for haircuts. ADN, guys. ADN. We're about to absolutely go parabolic to Pluto. Pluto. We're about to go to Pluto. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's look at the zoom. Let's zoom out onto the charts. This thing is moving like crazy here. Okay, guys, I want to show you something very important. If you are watching on YouTube, you're looking at the 4-hour chart, because what we want to know is, okay, what's going to make ADN go to $25, right? You guys want to know what's going to make ADN go to $25 a share? What's going to make ADN go to $25 a share? I'm going to show you right now. What's the catalyst? We need to know what is the catalyst for the stock to go to $25 a share, right? Here we go. I'm going to show you the catalyst. Here we go. The catalyst is the golden cross. The golden cross. This is the 4-hour chart, right? We're at 360. What happens is when these cross over, which will probably be, it could be Friday or it could be Monday afternoon, Monday late afternoon. And when that happens, you know what's going to happen? We're going to the app. We're going to Pluto. We're going to Pluto. You know why? Look what happened last time. That's the golden cross. We broke out. It was actually right here. So boom. That's good for. I mean, that's the moon signal. That is the moon signal. See, this is what you want. You want these golden cross action. That's why you got to get my book, 10-Bagger Blueprint. Okay. Link in the bio. See, that was your golden cross. That was right here. That was the signal that started this. Okay, that was the signal. You could have gotten in right over here, and you'd be right over here now. Look at that. The golden cross was at $2. We had a golden cross. Now the question we're asking is, were you in it? Were you in ADN when we first told you about it? Okay, at $1.90, you could have gotten into this at $1.90 if you were getting our newsletter, if you were in our early alerts. If you were getting our early alerts. Wow. I mean, this thing is so powerful right now. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we have how much time? We have 55 minutes to the closing bell. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, but true. Look at this. I mean, this chart, the 5-minute chart looks, it's going to go crazy. I mean, the 5-minute chart, I've never seen a chart look this good. Honestly, I've never seen a chart look this good. It's unbelievable. We're at 370 right now. Guys, click the hearts button, the upvote button. Get it too late. No. It's just getting started. You don't understand. When it breaks out, this is going to happen right now in front of your eyes. In front of your eyes, it's going to break out. And we're going to go to $5. Like literally, you're going to see this thing go absolute bananas. Guys, it is going to go absolutely bananas. Absolute bananas. Tomei, 250. In early alerts, a guy who was in early alerts because the stock exploded. I don't know, Tomei, were you able to buy in the first couple of seconds? Were you able to buy in the first 1 minute after we announced that? Were you able to buy? Because we announced it on Instagram, for the public, for the mass, for the unwashed masses, but the people in our early alerts knew where to look, so were able to get in it. We're talking about ADN. We are talking about ADN. Hang on a second. Let me write this down for you guys. We're talking about ADN. I'm going to draw this out for you right here. I'm going to draw this out for you. ADN, we're talking about ADN, the stock that is absolutely going to the moon. ADN is the symbol. And what we have here is the cup and handle formation for massive breakout. That's a 5-minute chart. And guess what? All the other charts are looking even better. They're looking even better. Same thing here. Boom. This thing, when we bust out of here, it's going to $7. It's going to $7. Again, nothing is guaranteed, but again, it could go to zero. Yes, we're getting paid to promote this. Hello, why do you think the stock is going up? Why do you think the stock is going up? Because we're promoting the stock. We're getting millions of people. We're getting the store in front of millions of people. And you know what? This stock is worth, this thing is trading at 364. This thing should be trading at, again, the market cap today is about 8 million. The thing should be at least 50 million, which means we get at least based on where it is, basically it should be $20 minimum today. So basically a 50 million market cap. 50 million market cap is where we should be. Yes, we are breaking out 369, 369, 369. What do you think of that number, huh? 370. You like that better? 371. Now, how about this? How about if we get to 385? Why is 385 so important? You know why 385 is so important? Because that's the moon number. 385 is the moon number. The question is, are we going to the moon today? Are we going to the moon today? Holy shit. This 1-hour chart looks, it's about to melt up. It's about to rip off people's faces. Look at this. I mean, that's a chart. Now you tell me, that is a chart. Is that a chart or what? Is that a chart or what? Because you got to understand, you got to look at the physics of it. When you see this type of thing, it just wants to go boom. I'm willing to make a bet, guys. I'm willing to make a bet. The breakout move is going to take us to $5. I bet we go to $5. We go to $5. Once it busts out of here, we go to $5, and then $7.50. But $5 is the number. We go to $5 first, and then hang on a second. We go to $5 first, and then we go to the moon. Okay, so first we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin, as the famous lyrics go of that song. All right. Holy shit, this thing is about to go parabolic. Oh my God. OMG. OMG. Look at this. Look at this. We're about to moon mode here. Look at this. Wow. Wow. And again, that's the 4-hour chart. We haven't even done the golden cross yet. We haven't even golden crossed on this. When this thing does the golden cross, it's going to go absolutely bananas. It's going to go absolutely bananas. Let's go ADN. Oh, Seattle's moving. Okay, hang on a second, gentlemen. Hang on 1 second. Let's go to Seattle. Earlier today I told you Seattle was moving. Seattle is moving. This is, if you were a member of our early alerts, you knew about Seattle. Now, I haven't looked at Seattle all day, frankly. I have not looked at Seattle. But if you were getting our early alerts, you would have known about this. Seattle is breaking out. Seattle's at 375. It's the 4-hour chart. It's the 4-hour chart on Seattle. Hang on a second. Seattle 4-hour charts right there. 4-hour charts ready to bust out. We got a major buy signal coming up on Seattle. 375. I haven't even been looking at this thing in a couple of days, honestly. And here we are, ready to bust out. And how about the 1-hour charts? So again, I have not looked at, holy shit. We're about to bust out of the 200 moving average on the 1-hour chart. We're approaching a date with destiny. The date with destiny. 385. 385 is the number to watch. That's the magic number. Shit. We got a golden cross coming up on Seattle. Golden cross on Seattle. Hang on a second, guys. I have to tell our early alerts people. Hang on a second. If you don't mind, I gotta give our early alerts people, because I haven't been watching this. I've been busy with ADN. I'm busy pumping ADN. Excuse me. So we're about to go parabolic with Seattle. So I gotta send the alert to the penny stock billionaire gang. Hang on a second, and you guys can get in early because of course, if you're getting, they're probably watching this, but hey, you can get in early. I gotta give them the alert. I gotta go on Telegram. Hang on, shit, what's going on? Here we go. All right, we're gonna upload the chart. I got to let them know what's going on. All right, penny stock billionaire Seattle SYTA. You guys got the chart just now on the Telegram. We got a golden cross about to happen on the 15-minute chart. We're at 373. 385 is a major breakout level. We're about to break out on the 1-hour, the 4-hour. This thing is about to go to the moon. 385 is the number to watch, but we are officially back in breakout moon mode in Seattle. Seattle is on the move. All right. So, by the way, if you guys want to see what I'm doing on TikTok, okay, here is very simple. Very simple. If you want to get early alerts, you want to get our trading signals throughout the day. This is our trading signals throughout the day that we're giving, and now that's $195 a month, and you also get the early alerts. Today, where was the thing I told people about Seattle? We're telling about Seattle. Where is it? I think it was the audio. I think it was one of our audios, because we have audio also. See this? Wow, ADN on fire. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the live stream coming up. There we go. We got audio stuff going on. We got Seattle, and of course, let me show you what happens when this is the early alerts people. They get access to all our trading signals, and we tell them before we launch the new stock, so you can get in at the ground floor. You want to get in at the ground floor, like Tomei. All right, you want to get in at the ground floor. That's how it works. Is it too late to buy ADN? No, actually by the way, we don't give buy sell advice. What I can tell you is the smart money will buy ADN once it breaks out of 385. Why is that? Because that's a major level of resistance. And we got 69 people watching right now on TikTok. So guys, click the hearts button, upvote hearts button, so we get more people watching. 375. It's about to go bananas. ADN about to go absolutely parabolic into outer space. Do you guys want to go to Pluto? Listen, Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. Forget Mars. We're going to Pluto with this thing, okay? This thing is Pluto time. How far can it go? What a great question. I think it could be $100. How about a $300 stock? Okay, I'm exaggerating. Actually, why not? Why not? It's been there before. We're at 375. Like literally, it's going up like every second. We're about to bust out of 385. You know what's going to happen when we bust out of 385, guys? When we bust out of 385, it's just gonna go. Wow, it's gonna be absolute bananas. It's gonna be bananas, and we're approaching literally any second. It could bust out any second. any second. That's the main number to watch, 385. How big can this thing be? It could be a $500 stock worth 379. ADN 379. You're watching history happen live. It's happening live in front of your eyes. How big can this stock be? You know, what did I tell you guys? What I love about, you know what kind of stocks I like? I like stocks that used to be a lot higher. I like stocks that were once 100x where they are today. And why? Because there's an old superstition on Wall Street that stocks like to go back to old highs. In the case of ADN, the stock was, what price is this? What's this price? Can you read that number? What does that number say? What does that number say? $500 a share? That's where it was. It was over $500 a share. I mean, obviously, they had splits, you know, the whole thing. But can it go up to? It could go to $300. It could go to $300. That would be like that would only be. Look at this. This is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the breakout above this level. That green line, the thick green line, that's the breakout. You can see it definitely wants to go. And when we bust out of there, you know where it's going? We bust out of there, it's going right over here. It's going to 750 levels. Okay, it's going to 750 levels because that's where the next resistance is. We got escape velocity. We bust out of here. We got escape velocity. You have any idea what that means when you have escape velocity? You guys saw that with your own eyes. You guys saw that with your own eyes. With Ciata, with every stock I told you about, with lottery, you know, even with lottery, I told you, once these things bust out of those key resistance levels on the moving averages, you know, they go to the moon. We're 378, and we still have 50 minutes to go. Excuse me, we have 40 minutes to go. 40 minutes to go. Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing here. Okay. Where are we? Where are we with this thing here? 378. We're up almost $1 today. We're up almost $1. We're up almost $1. Again, you had this at $1.90. You had this at $1.90. Okay, so guys, so by the way, if you want to get my free newsletter, I highly recommend you get a free newsletter. It doesn't cost you a penny. It's free. I'm going to click the button. Okay, the button is right there at the bottom where there's a comment button. There's a thing that says get my free newsletter. Get the newsletter. Click the link below, okay, to get the free newsletter right there at the bottom to get the newsletter. And now, if you want to get access to the early alerts, you want to get our trading signals live throughout the day. You want to get trading signals. You want to get the trading signals. You want to get early alerts when we launch that new stock, because we're going to be launching a new stock probably next week. Probably next week we're going to be launching a new stock. Maybe the week after. And again, you know what's going to be a banger. You know it's going to be an absolute banger because we only launch bangers. This channel is the banger channel. Okay, this is the banger channel. We only talk about stocks which have 10x upside. Now, we've been doing this on the TikTok thing for only a few months. And we have not had any stocks so far that went up 10x, but we have had Seattle went up 700%. 700%. People made literally, 7 times their money or more. We've had lottery that tripled in 2 days. Seattle went up 7x in 8 days. We've had a bunch of other doubles, whatever. And of course, we've had many 10 bagger stocks where people made 10, 20, 50 times their money. But usually, as I tell you guys, that takes about 6 months. On average, it takes us about 6 months for these things to go to the moon. It takes about 6 months. Okay. It takes about 6 months. It takes us an average of 6 months. Guys, if you want to make 10 times your money with these charts, you got to be patient because it takes about 6 months, sometimes 4 months. Our biggest winner ever, or the fastest win ever, was CBDT, and that went up 5,000%, and it took 4 months. 4 months. Oh, that's right. By the way, that's funny. It's funny you say. The CEO of ADN is actually the chairman of Seattle. How did I get involved? Because the CEO of Seattle, he loved what we were doing. He referred us to this guy. That's what happened. Hoth. I'm bullish on Hoth. Very bullish on Hoth. We are bullish on Hoth. Hang on a second. We're going to show you something crazy. I want to show you some of our biggest winners ever. Okay, so right here, this is our YouTube live stream. This is some of our past winners, as you can see, scrolling by right here. 1,700%, 2,000%, 1,000%. Again, I don't even count. See, you don't see any doubles here, no triples. I don't list those. I only list stocks which go up, 10x. To be on this list, you got to be a 10 bagger or more, and that's what we talk about here. So, for example, 2,000%, that was peak fintech. 1,500% next tech. 5,000%, that was CBDT. That was in 4 months from a nickel to 250. ESC Entertainment, Fans Unite. Well, that's how it works. Okay, hang on a second. Let's go back to the moon chart. Here we go. We're at 376 and ready to Pluto. We are ready to Pluto. We are ready to Pluto. Oh, the question is, guys, here's the question. Here is the question. Where will we close today? Where we're going to close today? We got 40 minutes to go. Now, I don't know if I can stay here for the next 40 minutes. I might have started a little bit early. And I may have to leave. We get about 40 minutes to go. I may have to actually cut out here early. Oh, wow. This chart looks so good. This 5-minute chart. Unbelievable. Holy shit. It's about to go parabolic. Please, if you're watching this, go on to Twitter or X, or go to StockTwits and type in ADN, $ADN, hashtag breakout. ADN breakout. Wheeling Nation is saying he's going to try a trading simulator. Interesting. I've never done that stuff. I'm kind of interested. You know what? I'll tell you what. There's something called, I just came across this literally. I think it's called Trade the Pool, tradethepool.com. Have you heard of this? I'm not involved in any of that stuff. Take a look at tradethepool.com. It looks kind of interesting to me. I'd like to know how it works out for you, actually. I don't understand how this day trading stuff works, where basically what you put up like $50 and they match you with like, I don't know, $5,000. Oh, look at this. Seattle, we're about to golden cross. Guys, look at this. Seattle, golden cross here. Golden cross coming up. When that crosses, it's going to go to the moon. I mean, it already wants to go. Seattle wants to go to the moon. Look at this. We are about to go to the moon on Seattle here. Look at this. You like ADN or Seattle better right now? I got to tell you something. Both of these things look absolutely amazing. Both Seattle and ADN look absolutely amazing right now. They both look absolutely amazing. Hang on a second. I got to tell our penny stock billionaires. Got to go to the Telegram channel. All right, guys, take a look at Seattle, SYTA. The golden cross about to happen. The chart looks absolutely amazing. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. We're at 376. I have a feeling we're going to get that NASDAQ approval. I have a feeling we're going to get NASDAQ approval because, this has been going on. And, oh, my God, look at this chart. Holy shit. Wow. Hang on a second, guys. Take a look at Seattle, guys. You can front run everybody on StockTwits and X right now because I haven't put it up yet. But take a look at this. Let me show you this. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples, huh? You like that? You like that? It's about to break out. It's about to break out on the 1-hour charts, and it's about to go to the moon. Maybe even Pluto. maybe even Pluto. This thing definitely wants to go higher. Hang on a second. Let me take a snapshot of this. Let me take a snapshot for X. Let's go to hang on a second. Okay, 1 second here. Type this in. Look, there's a lot of manual work here. This is not easy. This is not easy. We got to go on StockTwits. We got to go on X. We got to go, all these platforms. Oh shit! Look at this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's cool, guys. Check this out. Check this out. I'm on X, and actually we get an alert. Our live stream is up there. Look at this. This is it. The live stream. We only have 31 people watching. That's crazy. Look at this. These bums. I don't believe these bums have. Gareth Soloway, the guy's a deadbeat. I mean, this guy doesn't make you money. This guy makes you money. He's only got 31 people watching. Crazy. Wall Street Bets. Stock Talk. Warren Buffett is an old man. Who cares about Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett doesn't have 10 baggers. This is the channel for 10 baggers. Yeah, Seattle about to rip. I like both ADN and Seattle. Which one is bigger? I have no idea. I mean, I really couldn't tell you which one could. No, I think ADN has more legs to go because it's so early on. ADN is really ground floor. That's the reality. Look at, if you want to see the candlestick chart, take a look at this. Some of you guys like the candlesticks, just so you can see these fat green candles. Very easy to visualize. There we go. Guys, click the hearts button and the hearts button, like button, so we get more eyes on the stock. More eyes on the stock. Look at that big, huge green candles. Big, huge green candles. Somebody says Seattle financial results meaningless. They mean absolutely nothing. And the reason the financials mean nothing is they're not buying the stock for the existing business. They're buying it for the merger with Core Gaming. That's the catalyst for the thing to go. The catalyst for Seattle is Core Gaming. Nobody cares about the existing business of Seattle for now, anyway. They might at one point, but not now. They couldn't care less, honestly. Okay, look at this chart. That's the 1 hour chart on ADN. ADN moon time. ADN moon time. Let's see here. Okay, now I don't know if I can stay here till the close. I don't know if I can stay, but I have, I don't want it to onboard the rocket ship ready to Pluto. ADN versus Seattle. Who wins? Both. Approval and Eric Wood knows something. Eric Wood. By the way, again, the financial, just to be clear, the financial results on Seattle, I couldn't care less. I think they're meaningless. The quarterly financials will have zero material impact on the company, in my opinion. They're like, that's not what the reason people are buying the stock is for the merger with Core Gaming. The merger with Core Gaming is the whole thing. That's it. All right, guys. So now, new stock. I'm working on a new stock. We have a few stocks in the pipeline. Literally, we got a couple stocks in the pipeline, and we could have a new stock as early as next week. Realistically, it'll probably be the week after. It'll probably be the week after, and it's going to be an absolute banger as always. It's got to be a banger because, we have to have. Look, I got to be very, very transparent with you. Anytime we have a new stock we launch here, And again, I get approached by a million companies. I mean, I don't take on every company. We turn down away 90% of the companies because very few stocks can qualify to to be in our thing. All right, very few stocks. So for me, the main thing is it has to be a banger right out of the gate. I want it to double in the first day. Okay, we need to have the stock. My criteria for any new stock is it has to have enough stuff going for it that it could double day one. It's got to double like literally within minutes of when we announce it. Okay, why do we need that? Because that's the way it is. That's the brand. This is the banger channel, bangers only. So for example, I'm looking for the right chart setup. I want to have something which is right. We got the chart breakout or very close to it. You got to have the news flow, the catalyst, and everything else. Now, we launch it. Now, here's the thing. After that, it could go, but also at the end of the day, we do depend on the company. We want to see news flow. And Tomei can tell you, we got to have news flow. For a 10 bagger, for that rocket to continue, it's got to have news every week. It's got to have news at least once a week or every 2 weeks, worst case. And if they don't have that fresh news once a week, the rocket stalls. That's why we've had stalls in, Hoth or Aditex, etc., LITM. They move based on news. And sometimes we get a lot of news, sometimes we don't. But, anytime I bring on a new stock, I tell them, look, don't waste our time. Don't waste our time unless you're going to have weekly news flow. You got to have news every week, and you got to show up on our program, like every week or two. And by the way, every CEO says, oh yeah, we're going to have news. And they don't. What can I tell you? Or they don't have quality news. It's not easy. It's not. Listen, guys, if it was easy, if it was a sure thing, everybody would be a billionaire. All right. So it's wow. The ADN chart looks absolutely amazing right now. Hang on a sec. I gotta show this to the TikTokers. I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. Looking at the 1 hour, and we got a cup and handle formation. With cup and handle, very bullish, ultra bullish, and you got this. It's building. It's building like a pennant. It's ready to break out. I mean, this thing wants to go to absolutely the moon. Okay, we got a perfect cup and handle. It wants to go to the moon. I mean, that is amazing, 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 amazing. So, that's crazy, 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 crazy. Look at this. We got some slippage here. We got a little bit of slippage, which I would not worry about. It looks like a little bit of profit taking, pretty natural. We got support coming in right at these levels. The stock wants to go much higher. It wants to go much higher. Guys, please click the hearts button, the upvote, if you are watching on TikTok. Click the hearts and upvote button so we get more eyeballs on the stock. We got to get the eyeballs on the stock. Somebody's asking about ADN earnings. The earnings on these stocks mean zero, no, nothing. Means absolutely they don't have anything going on in terms of for example, but core gaming, those are going to be numbers to watch. After the merger, you're going to want to pay attention to core gaming. That's going to be a big deal. After they merge, the numbers with core gaming are going to be absolutely important. Oh, that's right, Carl. That's true. And I talk about it in 10 Bag of Blue. Warren Buffett made his, that's what the kids call it, the come up money, the come up. The come up. That's the new, okay. That's right, Carl. Warren Buffett made his come up money from penny stocks. That's right, guys. Warren Buffett, he made his real money from penny stocks in the early days. He made the money from penny stocks. And actually stocks like these, exactly stocks like this. Busted down stocks. He made his money from busted down penny stocks. And then he met, okay. So in his in his teens and 20s, whatever it is, he made the money from busted down penny stocks. And then when he took over Berkshire Hathaway, he pivoted to, bigger companies. David, do I feel good about Seattle? Absolutely. Absolutely. The chart, forget about what I feel. The chart is, listen, honestly, for me, everything is based on the chart. The chart looks amazing. The Seattle chart looks absolutely amazing. So, what's the time frame for the merger? This is what everybody wants to know. No. Okay, so so they gave NASDAQ the financials July 4th, right around July 4th weekend, right around that. They gave them the and by the way, which is public filing. You go to sec.gov and you can pull up the financials for Core Gaming. You can see these guys are doing $80 million in revenues. Okay, so it's huge. It's huge. Now I think they're asking again, to get the fund. They're going back and forth on a couple things. Then we got. I think they had some more questions. This, that. It's the process. But I've been through a very similar process, and and you think it's going to take a week, and then it takes 2 months. I was in a similar process with a very kind of different situation a year ago, and it was just back and forth because you're dealing with people at these exchanges who they don't have a sense of urgency. They don't really care how long it takes. As far as they're concerned, the longer it takes, the better. Really, as far as they're concerned, the people at the exchange they couldn't care less. What they're afraid of is making any mistake. So they have no sense of urgency. They're very risk averse, so they don't want to make any mistakes. They basically want to cross every dot or dot the I's, cross all the T's. So they couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. But the time frame for the merger is roughly now, like literally, it could be happening now. Let's pull up a couple of other stocks. Let's pull up. Somebody's asking about Hoth. Let's go through our stocks. Hoth. What's going on with Hoth? Hoth was ready to break out yesterday, and it's still it's in that Hoth. I'm going to show you the Hoth chart. Hoth has a hang on, let me flip this. Hoth has a pennant formation. We got a pennant formation ready to break out. By the way, the bigger the pennant, the bigger the breakout. I always tell you guys this. Okay. Yeah, ADN can change the energy game. Exactly. ADN, massive. Okay, but anyway, Hoth. Hoth will get a massive pennant formation. Again, we introduced the stock over here. It exploded. This is where we launched Hoth, right here. Hoth was launched right here. It doubled on day one. Then it's been going sideways for the last 2 months. And ready to break out. When it breaks out, this thing could go absolutely to the moon. Somebody's asking about lottery. Lottery, we have not been involved with lottery since July 1. So rule number one is when we're no longer involved with the stock, that pretty much means, you might as well get out of it, Let's take a look at LITM. LITM, what's going on? LITM, it's kind of, here's the LITM chart. Ready to, again, I hate to use the word, but yeah, we got to break above this level. But it's been going, look, these things don't go up in a straight line. Sometimes they go sideways. That's the 1 hour chart. So we're waiting for news flow. But when we have news flow, whatever, it can bust out. It can go to, we're at 415. It can go to, $7, 10, it can go to $30. All right. How about what else we're watching? We got Adatex, which has been a little bit of a disappointment, frankly. It's been disappointing. And, they're supposed to have news that we haven't had the news. So it's drifting. But I think it's getting ready. It's getting ready. It could be next week. I would say, guys, put Adatex on your watch list, ADTX. Put this on your watch list. We could have a move next week, okay, on Adatex. Very, very seriously. That one is not. Okay, actually, you know what? This could look good. Double bottom here. This is not good, but this is good. We got a double bottom here. Aditex, ADTX, and I haven't talked about it for the last week. Aditex has been building a base, and I have not promoted Aditex in the last week. And look at this. We have a nice base, so it's all organic. This is all organic buying. And it disappeared. Okay, here we go. Hang on. So it's all organic. So Aditex actually looking real good. Why does this chart not want to come up? Anyway, look, Aditex could be ready to run next week. I think next week is the week for Aditex. Okay, here we go. ADN getting ready again. ADN, the beast mode is about to happen. ADN, let's pop in here. Oh, here we go. Bounce off the moving average. We love this. We love these bounces off the moving average. Test the support. We got to test the support. Again, a little profit taking, test support. And if we bounce, very bullish, very bullish. Looking real good, looking amazing. Amazing. Hang on a second. Let's flip this around. Flip mode, 353. Okay. So what's going on? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in on the 1 minute, 2 minute chart. Yeah, so what's going on right now is, okay, so we got 18 minutes to the close. We got a little bit of profit taking. Let's push the stock down. And it looks like it's going to bounce off the support level here. I think if we have a bounce off the support, it could take it right up to that 385. We got 18 minutes to go. Is it going to happen? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we break out of 385 today? The charts are looking so good. I mean, tomorrow could be the day, maybe. Tomorrow could be the day. Yes. Here we go. All right. What is going on here? Another day with after-hour moves. This thing could rip after hours. It could rip. What's going on? Let's zoom in on the charts. Zoom in. Okay. I'm looking here at the 5-minute chart on ADN, and we got a really nice bounce happening right now, literally as we speak. This is last chance to get on board right here as we bounce off support levels. Actually, hang on a second. Let me advise let me go to our penny stock billionaire gang. Hang on a second. All right, guys, ADN bouncing off support, bouncing off the 5-minute move, the 5-minute charts, the 50 moving average, and it looks like we're gonna have a pretty strong close here. It just needs to kind of get out of this, let's call it 365 range. That's going to be the confirmation of the new trend continuing to the upside. All right, hang on a second. Let them know. Yeah, we got to get above 365. 365 is the number to watch. Number to watch is 365. Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, it's let's see. Yep. Eric, make good point. Eric is saying most stocks like crypto alts seem to spend the majority of time going sideways or downwards. The art is getting in low and waiting for the rare. Exactly. It's what I call the 10-bagger window in my book, 10-bagger blueprint. Guys, if you get the book, 10-bagger blueprint, I have a concept which I describe as the 10-bagger window. What is the 10-bagger window? Well, as Eric here says, stocks generally go sideways. Most stocks, I mean, they're not going up all the time. They're not going down all the time. Usually they're kind of going sideways, right? The key is to get into the big money is the big move usually happens in a small window of like 6 months. All the money is made in 6 months. So a stock could be going sideways for years. A stock could be going sideways for years, and all of a sudden, within 6 months to 18 months, it goes parabolic. It goes to Pluto. And that's what we want. We want to get into that 10-bagger window where it's about to break out. Now, how do you know when it's in that 10-bagger window? Well, number one is the charts tell you. You got to have the fundamentals. You got to have the promotion. The promotion is very important. Yeah, people don't appreciate what we do here. Definitely the CEOs don't appreciate it. I guarantee you, the CEOs don't understand because a lot of these guys have big egos. They think it's them. It's really, they're going to move the stock. The reality is this. You can have the best story in the world, most undervalued stock, but unless you have, thousands and thousands of investors seeing the stock or even millions, you're not going to have liquidity in the stock. People can't buy a stock if they don't know it exists, right? Like you guys, you can't buy ADN if you didn't know it existed, right? You can't buy Seattle if you don't know it exists. Why did ADN all of a sudden go from $1.90 to $3.70? Why did it nearly double in 2 days, right? Why? Because nothing has changed with the company. It's the same company that it was last week. What changed is now all of a sudden you have thousands of people who have discovered, like, wow, this thing could totally transform the energy industry, the aviation, $100 billion opportunity, and it's only a $5 million market cap. Sign me up. That's what happens. That's what stock promotion is. But most CEOs, they don't get it. Most of these guys are basically, they're knuckleheads. Like I was talking to a guy, a guy the stock was 60 cents, right? And I said, look, here's what we have. Great. His stock would have been perfect, actually. That stock could have ripped. He's like, well, blah, 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 we don't want this and that, blah, blah. Next thing you know, he does a financing. I'll give you a better example. You guys want a real example? I'm going to give you I don't want to embarrass this lady, but I will. I'm going to embarrass because she deserves to be embarrassed. Frankly, she did a crappy job for shareholders. Here's a CEO that doesn't get it. I'm going to show you right here. LGMK, Logimark. You guys know that stock? LGMK? Let me see. I can't even pull it up. I mean, the chart is so screwed up. I can't even pull it up. It's like melted down. I'm not even going to pull up Logimark. But okay, hang on. Let me see if I can. Okay, I can't even. It's so bad. This thing is just so terrible. Logimark. Anyway, Logimark. I'm talking. She contacts me in a few months ago, about 4 months ago. The stock was $1. The market cap was 10 million on Logimark. Okay, and I told her, you know what? Listen, this stock, it reminds me of another stock we worked with, a few years ago. That, it could have been a 10-bagger. It only went up like a triple. It was a triple, but anyway, look, Logimark, LGMK could have been a $5 stock today. Logimark, if Chia Lin, that's her name, if she signed up with us, it could have been a $5 stock. Okay, but she couldn't figure it out, couldn't make up her mind, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't believe in promotion, all this nonsense. She doesn't understand. You shouldn't be running a public company, frankly. And guess what happened? The stock was $1. It might have been at 80 cents, whatever. Anyway, she does a financing. It was a death spiral financing. The stock went from $1 to a penny. It went from $1 to a penny in like 3 days. You can see the chart. Logimark, LGMK, from $1 to a penny in like 3 days. I've never seen that in my life. because it was a death spiral financing. And now the stock is it's not even a penny. It's half a penny, 0.044. So listen, that's what happens when you have CEOs that they don't get it. They don't understand it. They don't understand the value of promotion. They don't see that the value is, hey, stock would go, like, again, the guy who was at a 60-cent stock, we could have doubled that stock overnight. Instead, he was a wise guy, and his stock ended up going to under 30 cents right now. It's under 30 cents. He did a financing, and his stock dropped 50% overnight. Market closing in 9 minutes. Cool. 1 penny stock to invest right now, as in right now. Mark, this guy wants 1 penny stock. You want one? Okay. By the way, we don't give buy-sell advice on this channel. This is not buy-sell advice. ADN looks like it's ready to explode. All I can tell you, I'm not saying buy-sell. I'm not giving advice. I can tell you the ADN chart looks like it's about to explode. I could be wrong. It might go to 0. Could go to 100. Seattle. What's going on with Seattle? Where are we with Seattle? Seattle breaking out? Seattle. Ooh, failed breakout. Ain't happening today. Seattle. We got the golden cross. The breakout is not happening with Seattle today. Okay, Seattle ain't happening today. Okay. ADN is happening. ADN is happening. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. We're about to moon. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is so frustrating. I think the market just doesn't want to give me the satisfaction of going up $5. Hang on a second. 1 second. Let me put this. It's happening. 365. It's on like Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong with ADN. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me show the charts. Yeah, this thing wants to rip. It's gonna go. It's gonna go, guys. It's going. It's going. ADN. ADN. Look at this. Look at this. Bouncing off the support. That's right. This is major bullish. Major bullish. We get bouncing off the 50 moving average. This thing is ready to go to the moon. It's moon time. It is moon time, guys. 361. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's flip this around. Let's flip this around. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, hang on a second. Let's see. Where are we on the charts? Ooh, wow. The 4-hour charts are looking amazing. We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Anything can happen in 7 minutes. 7 minutes is a lifetime with these stocks. 7 minutes is an absolute lifetime. And okay, what is going on at the close? Let's see, is anything else moving? Let me look at Seattle once more real quick. Okay, Seattle's not moving today. Might have been a failed breakout attempt here. Might have been a failed breakout attempt on Seattle. Back to ADN. ADN looking good, 364. If we can get above 368, it's gonna rip. Yeah, Sean, we haven't worked with SEG in over almost 2 months. We haven't done anything with SEG since July 1. Since July 1. Is ADN on Robinhood? I guess it is. Guys, is ADN on Robinhood? Is ADN on Robinhood? It is. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, it should be. Okay. I think maybe ADTX might have been people may have had a hard time with Robinhood. All right, 5 minutes to the close. Let's zoom in on the charts. Are we going to get action here? Yeah, look at this. Hang on a second. I'm looking at the 2-minute chart just to show you. It's looking good. 2-minute chart. We got a breakout above the moving averages. Breakout, and it's starting to move. We're starting to move. 365. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We just got to break out above this. That's going to give us that. It's going to give us the cup and handle formation. It's happening. It's happening right now. 365. Literally, as we speak. As we speak, it's about to go to the moon. Let's see. 5 minutes. Let's see. This is like the degenerate chart, the 1 minute chart. Oh, look at that. Look how good the support was off that 200 moving average. That's the 1 minute chart. Somebody's talking about Seattle back. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We're on. It's on. It's breaking out. Guys, it's breaking out. We're at 378. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 378. 380. Here we go. 385. Let's get to 385. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. 380. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the power. Last 4 minutes. Power hour. There's a reason they call this the power hour. Here comes the move, guys. If you miss this, you're not going to be able to get in. If you miss this breakout, you're gone. If you miss this, you're not going to get on board. It's going to rocket. Here we go. Here we go. What is going on? I have to maybe refresh. This thing might be melting the computers. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes the 380. 80. Do we get 385? Will we bust above 385? We're a nickel away. We are a nickel away from this thing. 383. Here we go. Here we go. 383. Let's zoom in on that on the 1 day chart. This is it. This is the number. Okay. We need to bust above this. We got to bust above that number. Here we go. 385. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. We're at it. We're there. We're there. It's happening right now. It's happening right now as we speak. As we speak. 385. The magic number. We just got to keep going above it. There we go. We got to go 3 minutes. We're right there. It wants to go higher. It wants to go higher. I'm telling you guys, this thing wants the moon. Look at this. Oh, we got a beautiful setup. If we don't bust out of 385 today, it's going to explode tomorrow. I'm telling you. If we don't bust out of 385 today, you're going to have this massive pent-up volcano rocket tomorrow, which I'm okay with. I'm actually okay with. If we close here 3.8, I'm actually happy because we'll leave it for the market tomorrow. This thing can absolutely go to forget about Pluto. It could go to like a totally different universe. It's gonna you don't even know where it's gonna go. Look at this. We got action here. We got action. 2 minutes to go, and we still got action. This thing is going crazy. It is going bananas. Look at this. I told you what happened. You didn't believe me. You didn't believe me. Here we go. What did I tell you guys? This is the magic number. You guys only get. All right, penny stock billionaires of 385. We are at the magic number. Let's see if we break out today. 2 minutes to the close. And if we don't break out today, tomorrow we get a beautiful, beautiful setup for tomorrow. It looks like we're probably, I can't say. We don't know. We got a minute to go. But if we don't bust out of that 385 today, tomorrow is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be absolutely incredible. This thing could rip to 750 tomorrow. We could have a massive day tomorrow. So beautiful close. We got beautiful close. 1 minute to go. Absolutely amazing. All right, that's for our Telegram channel, a private Telegram channel. You're getting the insider information here. If you want to get onto our private Telegram channel, you want to get the early alerts. You want to get access when we launch that new stock. You want to get into the ground floor when we launch that new stock. Click the link in the bio for early alerts. It's on WHOP. WHOP is the name of the channel. And this is what you get throughout the day. Throughout the day, you get stuff like this. We tell you what's going to happen so you can make money. You can get rich with these stocks that go to the moon. day trading, like you want to be a degenerate day trader? This is the channel for you. That's the channel. This is what you get. Let me show you. This is what you get. This is our degenerate day trader Telegram channel, private Telegram channel for the degenerates. It's WAP, and we also have a community there and everything else. We got the community. Oh, look at, we get a little sell off into the close. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm glad we sold off here. I'm glad. It's good to leave a little bit of money on the table. Otherwise the short sellers, you know, they get upset. Beautiful close. Picture perfect. I mean, this is a picture perfect close. By the way, check out the CEO video. The CEO video, the live stream. It's on our YouTube channel, Wall Street Reporter YouTube channel. Oh, this is amazing. We got amazing setup. I mean, we got an amazing setup for let me show you something here. I'm going to draw something out. I'm going to draw this out for the people here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, guys, check this out. Just want to show you one last thing before we sign out. Here we go. Here's what the deal. Robo, this was way too much fun. I'll tell you what, when you join the private Telegram channel, that's the real fun. That's where you get the trading signals throughout the day, all day long. All day long, we got degenerate day trading signals for the degenerate day traders that want to make money with these stocks. All these signals, look at this, all day long. We got it going all day long, and you get the early alerts, so you can like double your money in 30 seconds. Okay, here's the deal. 4-hour chart, very, very critical. 4-hour chart. Oh shit, what is going on here? What is going? Okay, 4-hour chart. When we golden cross, when this crosses over, the red line crosses over the green, which I marked it off here. That could be next week. It could be Tuesday or Monday. When that happens, that's your next buy signal, and this thing can go absolutely to the moon. It can go to, like, literally, I'm saying $25. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to go to $25 in one day, but I'm looking at $7.50 next week. My target next week is $7.50. Somebody's saying that Seattle is on the move. Is Seattle on the move? Let's take a look. Maybe there's some big news. Maybe there's big news. No, just okay. After hours, no big deal. No big deal. Maybe tomorrow, Seattle. ADN. What an amazing close we had. And then it's after hours, it's selling off. By the way, guys, the after hours, ignore the after hours. It's bullshit, basically. Look at this. The stock was 350, now it's 382 after hours. Don't trade after hours. It's total nonsense. The after hours stuff is just garbage. After hours is just garbage. Unless you need to get out of a stock or whatever. But look at this. We're at 382 right now. And now it's 3. I mean, look, this thing is going back and forth by too crazy. All right. Oh, Eric Wood is saying rejected. It's true. 385. It was rejected today. Eric, when you're right, you're right. We tried to break out of 385. That was the goal, 385. But as Eric says, hey, it didn't happen today. It didn't happen today, which means, and I want to show everybody exactly what we were looking for. It was rejected. We tried to break out, couldn't happen today, which means You got another try tomorrow, and it looks like it wants to go higher. I mean, this is that pattern. That pattern is like the Pluto pattern. I call it the Pluto pattern. It does not get more bullish than what you're looking at right now. I mean, this is classic textbook. Okay, if anybody here knows candlestick charts, any of you guys want to make a comment? What do you call this? I don't even know what they call this in candlesticks, but it's major bullish pattern. And look at this, we're at 382. This is a major bullish pattern. This is what I call the Pluto pattern. The Pluto pattern. It's going to Pluto. But yeah, look at that. I told you this is major resistance. 385 is major resistance. Now here's what you want to know. What happens when we break out? You know what happens? The last time we broke out of that thing, we went to $8.81. Went to $9. Okay, the last time we broke out of the 200 moving average, we went to $9. Do you understand what that means? So when we break out again, I believe we go back to $9. Let me repeat. We break out of the 200, we could expect to see same type of action. We could expect to see that same type of action in the stock. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Very powerful. Very powerful. So that's why I think this is an amazing. By the way, just so you know, that's exactly what I look for. You know, before we take on a new client, before we take on a new stock to launch for a new banger, I gotta have that type of setup. So in other words, here's what you understand: the difference, the value of getting the early alerts, signing up for that program, is you get in at the ground floor and you're almost guaranteed to double your money. I mean, nothing is guaranteed, but you're almost guaranteed. Why is it? Because all our stocks, if you look, they've all basically doubled on day one, more or less. Sometimes it's only 80%, sometimes it's 150%. You know, but it's up there. But here's the thing. Unlike these, what you're getting basically is insider information. Okay, you're getting insider information legally. How do I say that? Because all these fake trading coaches, these fake trading gurus, these day trading advisors on TikTok, on YouTube, all these guys selling you their courses, their game is basically, you know, they're trading on public information. They don't have an edge. They don't have an edge. They're just trading the charts. The fundamentals don't matter. They're just trading the charts. They have the same information everybody else has. What I have and what I'm giving you is non-public information, but legally, because I know before I take on a company, I know what could happen. I know the chart setup. I know the fundamentals. Again, they're not giving me any, like, you know, and I'm not giving non-public information. But what I know is I know what's going to happen. And I know that how much we can promote the stock. Okay, what moves these stocks is the promotion. You realize that, right? What moves these stocks is that promotion. So when you take a great story like an ADN, the difference between ADN last week, you know, whatever it was, ADN before we launched it, when it was $1.90 for a month, it was going nowhere at $1.90, and where it is now is simply thousands of eyeballs discovering the stock. And guess what? There's going to be millions and millions of investors. There's going to be millions of investors who are going to be seeing ADN over the next 30 days. And guess what that's going to do? When millions of investors discover ADN, they discover that this thing could be the future of aviation. Again, they're going to do planes based on this hydrogen fuel cells. Forget about all this jet fuel. It's going to be hydrogen fuel cells. Forget about batteries, hydrogen fuel. Airbus just signed a deal with these guys to use their technology. The next Airbus is going to be based on their technology. This could be literally $1 billion opportunity. But the thing is, the market doesn't know. But when they find out, the stock can go to $25. How? Because we're going to get this stock in front of millions of investors. So that's what promotion does. Yeah. That's right. We tell you the truth. That's right, Juan. We tell you the truth. We only tell you the reality. We tell you, very transparent. Okay, we got a guy who bought 15 shares of ADN. One badass sweeper driver bought 15 shares of ADN. After hours? You just bought it after hours? I'll tell you what, if you got in at 370, it's not a bad place to get in here, honestly. Stairway to heaven, exactly. This thing is, it just wants to go to the moon. Okay, so let's wrap up. ADN, what am I looking at? I'm going to show you guys this chart again real quick. We got beautiful setups on ADN. This thing could have legs to go to 25 bucks, like literally. Okay, we're waiting for it to break out of the thick green line over here. This green line, okay, we break out of that. That means we go like that. Okay, that's what happens. We go to $9. $9 is the short-term target. I said 750. Forget about 750. It's really $9. Okay, $9 is my short-term target, and if we break out of nine bucks, we can go to over here, which is about $25. I'm not talking about all that stuff. I'm talking about over here. 25 bucks, I think, is realistic. I think that's pretty realistic. Again, nothing is guaranteed. This is not an investment advice. It's not a buy-sell recommendation. Yes, these are high-risk stocks, and yes, anything can go to zero, and yes, it's all paid promotion. That's why they're going up. Why do you think these stocks are going up? Because it's paid stock promotion. That's why they go up. And here's the thing: these companies are very lucky. They're dealing with. Guys, I'm not trying to brag. I'm really not here to brag or whatever. But the numbers, the facts are, I'm probably the best stock promoter on the planet right now. Like literally, I'm not trying to. It's just the track record. I mean, nobody has had as many 10 baggers. Now you show me one of these IR firms, PR firms, bullshit, whatever these, who actually has the book on 10 bagger stocks. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't show it to you. The 10 bagger blueprint. We have a system. You understand? We got a system. We have a framework. I can do this over and over again. I can repeat this. It's not random. This is not random. It's not like these IR firms promotion that's random. This is a system. It's a framework. It's a system at work. Any company that goes into the system gets the same results. Okay? Now, whether it becomes a double or 10 bagger, it depends on news flow. Apple user, great question. Tips on psychology to become more disciplined. The tip on psychology is, you want the best tip? You get my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint. No, seriously, I'm not. Go to Amazon. Hang on a second. Let me pull it up. Go to Amazon. Get the book. Here's the book. Here's the book. That's the book, 10 Bagger Blueprint. I can't show it to you because I don't have it here, but we got a lot of haters. We got a lot of haters that leave bad reviews. I don't know why. 18 bucks. Look at this. But and by the way, here's the difference. You see, this is my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, and then you got this guy who wrote a book called 100 Baggers, right? Which has sold a lot of books. But you know what the difference is between me and him? The difference is this guy just writes about stuff he's never been involved in. It's stuff that happened 50 years ago before he was born. This guy is writing about stuff he doesn't know anything about. He's a good writer that writes about stuff that he has zero clue about. He just talks about stuff that he has seen. I write stuff about, what I write about is stuff I've actually done firsthand. So my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, is about stocks that I basically was the guy that made those stocks go 10x, okay? Forget about the CEO. The CEO had something to do with it, but really it wasn't. Because you see, the minute that we were no longer promoting those stocks, you could see what happened to them afterwards. Okay, so rule number one is you want to get into these stocks while we're promoting them. Okay, so and again, I'm giving you the first hand. This is every stock I talk about in 10 Bagger Blueprint. What gives me the I don't know if the word is authority, whatever, to write the book, is I've actually done it. I've actually been there, done it. Not watching, not what doing. Okay, like this stuff, like these live streams, that's what makes these stocks go up. But by the way, what you're seeing here, this live stream stuff, this is the tip of the iceberg. This is the tip of the iceberg. This is just the tip. This is like you don't see the other stuff. The other stuff you don't see. This is the tip of it. So here's the thing. Now let me show you something. The book. Okay, so this is the book. These are the reviews. These are the real people. Okay, so this guy's saying it's an ad for the consultant. It's not an ad. It's an ad for the consultant. Great, educated, inspire. Okay, hang on. There's people who have made real money with the book. A solid guide to ambitious investors. There you go. Winning company, key trait. Amazing book, How to Become a Millionaire. Amazing buy. Scam. This guy's saying I'm a scammy stock swindler. I think it's one of my competitors. Actually, I think it's one of my bitter competitors. He's a hater. He's a hater. He's a hater. Haters. Great eye-opening for 10-bagger stocks. Very informative. Great book, The $1 Trillion Man. Scam. Not worth it. See, look at it. Do you see a pattern here? No fluff. That's right. There is no fluff. It's direct to the point. There is no fluff. Sloppy proofreading. Yes. Good content, sloppy proofreading. Yes. A must have. Yeah, there you go. So basically, what you notice is a pattern. There's the real readers who actually get value, so they love the book. And then there's just pure haters. They may have even never read the book, but they have to say bad things because they're just haters. Yeah. There's a lot of people who don't understand how the game works. That's the problem. There's a lot of people who don't understand. Oh, the tone. Oh, I love this. The tone. That is funny. The tone. You know what's funny? By the way, everybody always. I think people think I'm a scammer or whatever because it's the tone. It's the tone. It's unpresidential. It's unpresidential. You know, it's like they say about Trump. He's unpresidential. It's the tone. You know, when he says bigly, huge. You know, all the crazy stuff. But here's the thing. Everybody loves the policies. Everybody loves what he does. But he's unpresidential. I mean, well, listen, I know some people don't like it, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you're an illegal migrant and you're getting kicked out of the country, you may not like the orange man, okay? You may not like the orange man, but otherwise a lot of people do like it. You know, this what it is, the tone. You know who doesn't like my tone? The Canadians, they hate my tone. The Canadians, especially the Canadian regulators. The regulators at the Canadian Stock Exchange, they want to ban me. They want to ban me because of the tone, because they hate Americans at the Canadian Stock. That's this guy, Mark Faulkner. This guy is a crook. Mark Faulkner. The guy is a crook. And what is his qualifications to be a regulator at the Canadian Stock Exchange? He's the guy that's the head regulator. What are his qualifications? And was he ever a securities attorney? Was he involved in regulations? Was he in corporate finance? Was he a stock? Did he even pass a stockbroker exam? No. He was a motorcycle instructor. He's a motorcycle instructor for 20. He's like literally at Humber College, if you ever heard of it. The guy's been a motorcycle instructor. That's his only qualification. Mark Faulkner. You Google it. You look it up. Oh, somebody's asking about ADN downtrend. Whatever's going on in the after hours, I would completely ignore. If the stock goes to $5, if it goes to $100 in after hours, here's what you should do. If the stock goes to $5 after hours, sell. Definitely, I would sell it. If it goes bananas, sell it. But otherwise, I wouldn't trade it because the after hour stuff there's like you're trading basically with a robot and like just random shit. It's stupid. It's stupid. The only time to be trading these stocks is during regular market hours. So tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern time, you can get. Well, actually, if you could pick it up here at 363, 370, I think you're okay, because it's probably going to open tomorrow. I bet we open tomorrow. It's probably going to open at like this number here, 360. Yeah, we're going to probably open right around this 360. It might even drop a little bit tomorrow. Maybe it drops. I don't even know. I know next week they should have some news flow. Bart is asking, what is my accreditation? I went to the School of Hard Knocks, Bart. My accreditation is I went to the School of Hard Knocks. My accreditation is more than the head regulator at the Canadian Securities Exchange. Actually, because I got my Series 3, that's the commodity futures license, when I was 16, which is a long time ago. I had my Series 3. I got my Series 7 when I was 18. And then I had the 63, whatever. I think I had something else. And I had, like, I'm doing this. I mean, I literally wrote a book on how people how to make millions of dollars with stock. I mean, we have, everything is explained. I mean, that's my accreditation, which is more than the head regulator at the Canadian Securities Exchange. And in fact, all these people who work at the Toronto Stock Exchange, we're talking about Stella Yun. We're talking about, I'm going to call all of them out by name because they're all basically incompetent and they're all corrupt in Canada. They really are. They're corrupt and incompetent. That's why I'm only doing NASDAQ stocks. I'm only doing NASDAQ stocks now. I don't want to waste time with corrupt Canadian, nonsense. Thank you, bro. I made $80. Oh, this guy bought 79 shares and he made 80 bucks. Hey, it's a good start. Congratulations. You're becoming a penny stocks billionaire. You are on your way. You are on your way. Seattle. All right, that's it, guys. We're gonna wrap up. I will see you all on the next one. Okay, make sure. Actually, no. Let me tell you, if you want to get my newsletter, I'm gonna put this up here. If you want to get my free newsletter, you want to get the newsletter. Here we go. Pin a notice. By the way, if you want to get the early alerts, click the link in the bio. Link in the bio on TikTok to get the early alerts. Okay, you get it at the ground floor. Now, that's on WAP, W-H-O-P. It's $195 a month. That's what it is. Oh, hang on a second. Let me do a plug for WAP. Let me do a plug for what we're doing here. And we also have a community there. We get the community. So let me show you something. This is WAP. This is WAP. This is what you get for $195. You get access to the Telegram channel, the private Telegram channel, and real time. That's our community. This is people. These are real. By the way, these are real members of the community. Okay. This is the real deal. We get trading advice here also. All this stuff going in real time. Okay, real time action. Real time action. Oh, this is where we told them about Seattle. Yeah, we were talking about Seattle this morning. Hang on a second. There we go. See, members of our channel talking about Seattle. Going to the moon. Moon time. Okay. And again, you get the early alerts, $195 a month. When we launch the new stock, you're going to get in at the ground floor. Okay. It's going to be a banger. Now, here's the question. The question is, let's say the new stock comes out at $1. The problem is they start running. A lot of times they start running real fast. And sometimes you might get in at $1.50. But what difference does it make if it goes to $5? Because most other people are going to get in at $2, $3 or more. So if you're trading with real money, it makes sense. Okay, Seattle ADN after hours we're 370, moving up. There we go. Trading has there we go. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Get the newsletter. Link in the bio to get my free newsletter. Get the early alerts. Link in bio. Get the book, link in the bio. And if you're on YouTube, the link is in the video description below. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you want to get the free newsletter. You want to get early alerts. Link in the bio. To get the book. All our stuff in the bio. And if you're on TikTok, it's in the bio above on Linktree. Here's to your 100x. Okay. All right. TikTok is gone. YouTube, thank you everybody for joining. C++. Thank you for joining. Eric, Keith. We got the usual suspects. We got somebody new here. ADN, yes, they need news. It ain't going to happen just with me saying it. It's going to be news, but the charts tell you the truth in advance. The charts could be telling you something big could be about to happen. It reminds me of Seattle. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Keith, it's funny you say that because Seattle, the first couple of days on Seattle, nobody was paying attention. The first few days. People could have gotten into Seattle at I think it was $1.17 when we launched. It was like $1.20, whatever it was, low numbers. And then, you know, all of a sudden on TikTok, it really, for whatever reason, it went viral and it went bananas. It went to $7. I think the same thing could happen here. So yeah, very, very similar. See you in the next one. See you tomorrow.